Hello everyone, we're back with a new video. Today, in Arena Breakout Infinite, I want to show you something that's usually based on the questions you ask under the videos. A collection and evaluation of your questions, all gathered together. And while entering the game, some friends noticed that the player count has increased a lot. Let me give you the exact number right now. At the time I'm recording this video, it's around 12,025 players at 10:06. At this moment, 46,380 players are playing Arena Breakout. And 56,000 was the peak today. After the team mode arrived, there was a serious increase, a huge growth in the community. Almost all of this was a positive thing for us. Easier opponents, a more dynamic market, faster matchmaking, and better game finding, balanced matchups, and improvements in various areas like this. However, some things still need to be fixed. For example, you enter a raid or a map. The guy has a 500,000 armor and a 50k pistol in his hand. Then, in another raid, the player wears the best helmet in the game, but has no armor, so it's a bit random. When entering the game, we should pay attention to certain things like best price performance sets and setups. There are things I want to show you in the contracts section, things you should check every day. Also, in the trophy room, there are details to review. I'll also show you a few settings, details. We'll briefly review some missions. See what we've done, where we are, and where we're heading, and what we haven't completed yet. It will be a general evaluation video like that. So, where should we start? Let's first go into the storage. Let's clear everything inside our storage. As you can see, I couldn't finish organizing yet. I still need to work on those missions. I can't say I had much time lately. Let's go to settings. In the settings, a friend recently asked about something. There's an option called focal point. This should always be turned on. When you're in the game, it places a small white dot at the center of your screen, useful for aiming without opening the scope. This is commonly called hipfire in FPS games. It gives a big advantage for hipfire shooting. Make sure it's enabled. Definitely turn it on. Secondly, let's quickly check the contacts. In the contacts section, here are the traders we can buy and sell items from. There are several of them, and one of them is very important to check. You should check it every single day. Here it says, limited time items. It updates daily. Click it and view the list. After that, you can see all limited time items that are currently available. That's basically it. You just click here. Now these are the items. They can be obtained through item trades. But sometimes they're actually very cheap. For example, an M67 grenade, you can see what it costs here. These are the required materials. If you already have these items in your storage, you don't pay any money. It just takes the materials from your storage and automatically buys the missing ones from the market. So what do? If we don't have any of them, we purchase them all. And when we buy everything, we get 5 grenades for around 10,000 each. So that's 10k per grenade. Let's check the market. Let's see what the grenade costs. Normally, we go to the tactical items section. M67 grenades normally cost around 20k. So 5 of them would be 100k. The contact sells them for 10k each, half the market price. So we're getting them much cheaper. And then you can sell or use them as you like. If you sell these directly, you can list them for 22,253 each. After the commission is deducted, you've basically pocketed about 50k. Right now, of course, I won't sell, I'll use them. Now let's go back to the same place so you can understand the logic. I want to show this clearly. Let's go there again. Understanding this logic is very important. It already says sold out because it's limited, so I can't buy more of that. Let's check the Molotov cocktails. It gives us 5 for 9,600. Since we already have all the required items, and as I said earlier, if your items are in your storage, they show as owned. Here, you don't pay money for those. So actually, after using what's in your storage, you pay about 3k, roughly 3.3k coins. Let's compare prices again. 9,600 coins. Now we check the market. How much is 1? 6K. So how much for 5? That's 30K. How much are we paying? 9,000 total. What do? We buy immediately. No hesitation. Now, about the RP. In terms of weapons, the calculation is a bit trickier here. Well, not hard. Let me show you. There's an RPK-16. How much does it offer the RPK-16? 198K. Because I have the album item, it comes down to 96K. But our base price, the one you should evaluate, is 198K. Let's see how much the RPK-16 costs on the market. We go to light machine guns, click RP. Select 173,000. How much was it at Contacts? 198K, so we don't buy it. But I will. Because that album item, it is more useful to me if I spend it here. Losing 20K value there isn't a big deal. My storage is so full anyway. Let's also do the SJ16 to clear some storage. This is one of the strongest snipers in the game, a bolt-action sniper rifle. It's 182K. Let's check how much it is at the gunsmith. 255,000. That's a serious profit here. We're buying this too. We also already have 2 of the required items for it. So we grabbed it. Moving on. Do this every day. Guys, seriously, whenever you log in. I never used this bag. But this is a great armor rig. Let's buy it. It was around 110K anyway. Sentry 305. Let's check. Here we go, armor rig. 118K. That's about 30K profit too. Back to Contacts, we purchase it. Limited items also rotate out. Confirm, we bought this as well. And apparently, I was already using this last time. Can't remember my last raid, but I went in with this rig. So, folks, things that help here. For example, how much is this? 113K. Basically, each one was like 50,000. I think, let's check. 73,000 each. Normally, say 75K3 would be 225K. Here, 3R, 113K total. Imagine selling them for 75K each. Profit. So you get the idea with Contacts, right? In the Dickinson section, these limited items, do they refresh daily? Every 12 hours, or hourly? If so, this can truly be exactly where you make serious money. So check it constantly. You'll solve most of your coin problems by doing this. Now, let's get back to our storage. You know, someone asked if we should hoard these items. No, well, actually, I've been stockpiling these for about a month. I started at the end of Season 2. I only keep dog tags from players. Since the new season, you can't see their names here. Probably a bug. I hope they fix it. If you go here, to my profile, then 2 dog tags, and display them, you can see all the names there. Like which streamer I downed, who I eliminated, user iWords, did I get you, and so on. You can check all that here. Yesterday, for example, I got a user. Did I delete that one? No, this one here. We kind of ruined his day pretty badly. You'll see the video soon. In Nordic, he was camping, waiting for me. I had no idea. He made no sound. Then started shooting me in the back. I turned and killed him. A bit unlucky for him. Don't know if he'll close his channel, but he might uninstall the game. We're done with the Contacts part. In the trophy room, there are also things to keep updated. Not just to watch, but to upgrade. Friends, do we need to upgrade the workbench? A couple of friends asked that. Absolutely yes, upgrade this area. Guys, why upgrade? You can see what you unlock at each level. At level 1, you craft this ammo. At level 2, you craft this ammo. At level 3, you craft this ammo. And also, the cost and time go down. By the way, my main weapons are the T3 and the T951, as you know. This ammo is where I used to spend all my money. Now I constantly craft it here. At level 4, you start crafting 3 more items. Their costs also go down. Production time and costs go down. When you reach level 5, you unlock the game's most valuable biker helmet and a strong vest. Not literally invincible. Nothing is bulletproof here. But that helmet is excellent. Everyone calls it the biker helmet. And the vest is seriously strong. Also, after level 5, your crafting costs drop further. And in the craft section, at level 5, you can start crafting 3 more items. Right now, I'm level 4. To hit level 5, I need 50 more items crafted here to complete the requirement. Then I can upgrade to level 5. And I'll need these materials for that. Like the T-model and others, they're quite expensive. We'll probably end up spending around 5 million here. But it's absolutely worth it. Definitely keep your workbench upgraded. Keep upgrading. In the showcase, the items you extract appear here, and there's a system. Once you reach level 5, you'll be able to display up to 28 different items here. For example, this one doesn't show because I extracted it here. Let's look from this tab instead. It says, for this item, if you collect 15 of them, you can display it in the showcase. 4 gold cubes, find 8. Then you can list those 2. For this one, you need 3. One actually found one, but it seems older, finds don't count. We're at 1 here. We should be at 2 for this one. And so on, and so on. Couldn't extract this yet. Pretty unusual. And I've never extracted this either. Been playing since the start, it still hasn't dropped. These are what we're displaying. The most important is the secret document. It's worth exactly 20 million. Let me show you that spot too. This tab has opened. I'll also call these later. Like extra cars here. Lions, tigers. I've got 3 of these. My idea here was to keep one of everything I grow, but it's really dropped to 19,250. When I extracted it, it was around 20,500. So, I'll cull everything down to 1 copy each and keep collecting dog tags. Here's our cash. It used to cap at 1 million won. With Season 3's upgrade, it increased to 5 million. That's great. Moving on, these are guns I use and don't use. Since I hit my weekly market limit, you'll see here, I've sold 1,197 items, and this won't reset until Monday's update. So, let me show you what I do in the meantime. This won't change until then. For example, when you try to sell, I don't list anything under 5,000 on the market. Nothing. We just deleted a few now. So anything under 5,000, I don't sell on the market. This one's value is 1,077. So I sell it straight to contacts. They'll buy it. That way you avoid the market listing limit. And for anything under 5,000 coins, if it isn't a quest item or required material, it's a sign you shouldn't even pick it up. Since you can't go to the market and list 12,000 items anyway, so keep that in mind. I'll probably sell most of them on Monday. And these, well, actually, I could sell them straight to contacts from here, but in the missions tab, what mission am I on now? I've done 28 so far. We're trying to collect 65 titanium casings. About those titanium casings, guys, look here. We've got a 3-2 composite case. After you unlock the related missions, you get an extra 3-slot row below it. What's the advantage then? Say I put this here. My ammo and other stuff free up space. You take this out, you've made 750k profit. And ammo and other bits can be 200 to 300k. Sometimes, you go into a raid and die. So your 750k ends up effectively like 300k after losses. But with 3 more slots underneath. For example, you put one of these here, ammo goes there, or 2 more valuable items below it. Or you extract secret documents, etc. That upgrade is crucial. We'll do that upgrade. As for these missions, I rarely post videos about them because I usually don't log in just to do missions. When I log in to record a video, I end up completing the mission. So, I don't put in extra effort just for missions. One way or another, they get done. Alright friends, now, how should we enter a raid? Which items should we take? Which should we skip? How do we balance our loot? Let's go over that. So let's head over here. Let's organize this first. Open the market. Go to equipment. Now, helmet. I mentioned this in earlier videos. A helmet you can use everywhere is the KS. Great price. Buy the KSS to helmet. Click it. Use linked search. Grab a level 4 visor for it. Go to your storage. That's your helmet. Unless you're doing something extremely specialized, like thermal scopes and such, this will be your go-to. Now, armor. You have two options here. Either body armor plus an unarmored rig, or a single armored rig as your set. I pretty much never use this. Only when I get one from a crate or from a player. A rig drops, or an armor drops. Sometimes I keep it instead of selling, slot it into a rig, and jump into a raid. But generally, my whole setup is here. Now, about the ones up to level 3. Just skip those armors. We don't use them. We work with level 4 and level 5. So, 4 and 5, why not level 6? Why don't we use them? Here's why. For example, you pick this rig, it already weighs 7 kilograms, by the way, and you pay 1,140,000 coins for it. Then you build a 1 million coin gun, add a 1 million coin scope, do this and that. The risk you take in that raid usually isn't worth it. I mean, look at very skilled players. In other games too. They usually go in with minimal loot. There's that saying, 0 to hero. Start with nothing, and leave as a hero by looting enemies. That's the ideal, but we're not quite there. So we'll use one of these rigs here. I really like this rig. It's a very solid rig. Usually, when heading into the Forbidden Zone and such, I equip this. I also started using this one recently, because the price gap between them has grown a lot. It used to be 350k versus 300k. Now this one dropped a bit, and that one went up a bit. There isn't a huge difference, just enough to save you in a fight. That margin is reasonable. Among these 4 rigs, I usually look for whether there's a 2-2 slot. This one has number 2 to slot. I thought this one had 2 actually. No, it doesn't. Was it this one that had 2? Yep, this one has 2. That's what I watch for when buying. Because you'll loot an enemy's helmet, their headset, and you really need that too to space. And since the price difference isn't that big, we picked this rig. Then, for stronger raids, we can take this rig. We use this one too, or this one, and this one as well. So basically, we'll be using about 3 rigs here. Okay, that's rigs done. Backpack section. Your use case matters a lot here. For example, many new players use this one. Beginners, especially. It's really not a practical backpack. Yes, it shows 32 slots. But that main 3-wide row means if you put a gun here, you can add 1 helmet, but there's no space left for a headset. Those 3-wide constraints make it a bad backpack. Lately, the one I use most is this backpack. It's gotten pricey. I bought one just yesterday, around 120k, and I use it a lot. The RAL is too expensive, no need. Also, splitting the bag here is a disadvantage. So skip the RAL. Field camping, field backpack. Also works fine. By the way, this one is also quite good. And here, for example, this I mean, if it didn't have those dividers, it would be a much more OP backpack. But generally, either the field backpack or the field camping backpack, these two are our favorites. Let's grab this one now. We'll use it when gearing up. This is a topic for another video. It's really a long one, but for now, pay attention to this, friends. And let's grab this too so I can show you. We grabbed the Backpack Now headset. There are 2 headsets worth using here. Skip the first 3. For tough fights, those won't give you any advantage. Now, between these 2, let me show the differences. This one cuts ambient sounds, like trees rustling and wind, and rain, very aggressively. But as a trade-off, overall volume is lower. With this one, it cuts less, but footsteps and similar cues are much clearer. So it's your call. I have a very good pair of headphones. And as I showed in my settings video, my audio settings are dialed in. Medium here is enough for me if you watch my fights on YouTube and such. Without I'm usually the first to hear the enemy. I'm rarely in a spot where the enemy heard me first. Sometimes you get overconfident or don't anticipate someone slipping through. That happens, but if we're walking toward each other, I usually hear them first. So I prefer this one. Lower the ambient noise. Some weather modes, like heavy rain, can be so loud that it gets exhausting. So I go with the Commander headset. But this other one is definitely not bad. It's purely preference between these 2. I never use a gas mask because I usually play on farm. Since I play FOM, fights happen in fairly open areas. If you're playing, say, let me put it this way. If you're at heavy station, going in without a mask is a bit crazy. But on farm, Vale, or Nordic, it's totally fine. To go back to our storage. Where are the things we bought? Here. First, let me explain the container size trick. We open it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 by 5. 20, plus 1, so this takes 21 slots. Let's equip the backpack. When we place these inside, how much space is 20 used? Slots. And this backpack's 20, compared to what, 25? So when you fill this container completely, and then put the container into your backpack, you effectively gain 5 slots. Rotate it like this. Grab another one. Let's buy it. This matters a lot while looting. Seriously. You buy it, open it, press R. And since this backpack had 40 slots, you gain 5 here and 5 there. Now your backpack is effectively 50 slots for loot. You enter the raid, put the enemy's helmet here, gun here, singles over there. Then you loot another guy. He has the same container. Instead of tossing the container in AS, open it and nest it like this in raid. And you'll save a lot of space. Likewise, for this one, how do you compare them? Let me teach you that. So, you learn how to fish instead of me handing you a fish, so to speak. Open the backpack. For example, let's take the Chapman. Now this looks like it's slotted here. Let's attach this here. Let's open it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 by 6 is 30. Okay, this one takes 30 slots. Now we check this backpack's specs. Then putting this backpack in like this gives us no benefit. Well, technically, there's a 2-slot benefit. I mean, if you drop this backpack in Ezzy's, you lose from your own pack. If you open it first, you fill it without paying those 2 slots and end up at the same space. But with the other one, we set it nets 5 slots, including the container itself. That's effectively 7. So with 2 of them, you gain 14 slots. If you toss them closed like this, you actually lose 4 slots here. Open them instead now. You don't pay the 2 each for the backpacks themselves. And you still get the +5 each. That's 7 apiece, so 14 gained. That's the key point for this backpack. Don't ignore it. Keep this in mind while looting. Always check what backpack the enemy has. If it's a Cowhide, take that pack immediately. Drop yours in like this. Don't waste time transferring items back and forth. Now, moving on. Helmet is standard. We'll use the KS. Add a level 4 visor, and we're set. Unless you're playing a spotlight TV station, don't equip a gas mask. Headset. We said we'll use Commander, and we covered why. No separate body armor. Because we're running an armored rig. Here are our armor rigs. Say we're going into lockdown. For zombie farming, I don't want to risk for OOK coins on that. So I take this one about 120. Helmet, approximately 120k. Headset, approximately 60k, so approximately now we add a backpack total. Throw on a lack. Backpack, done. We come here. Grab these. And now helmet, armor, headset, and backpack are all set. We just need a weapon. For now, I'll slot in my own gun. And later, I'll mod it and put the build code below. Gun goes here. That puts our gear value around 700k. Right-click here, link and search. Or better yet, do it this simpler way. When your weapon is here, you won't see weapon options in this tab. But if you move it here, then choose Configure, you can view its magazines and ammo, etc. We'll buy 2 magazines. One on the gun, one in the rig. We have 584 rounds. I'll buy 200 more. Then 2 grenades. We bought some earlier. And to Molotov cocktails, grab 1 painkiller every raid. 1 bandage for the lower slot. And 1 surgery kit. Use whichever you have. This is just the one I've got. It's the best price to performance option. Pick this one. Also, I explained endurance, regen, and strength to you in previous videos. Depending on the situation, you can take one of these too. Briefly, regen is for when you're with no time for surgery or healing. Pop it and you get regeneration. It helps with fractures, bleeds, and stabilizes you for a while. Endurance lets you a DS longer and sprint longer. With strength, you normally carry 70 kilograms. And now, when you're overloaded and can barely walk, when you reach that point, if you use this, you can carry about 20 to 30 kilograms more. It lets you carry extra weight. Food is only for very large maps, like Nordic, etc. Not needed on farm, etc. But take 2 energy drinks. If your sprint stamina runs out, drink 1, and your energy refills and you keep going. Confirm these. Cost was 67k. Bought. Attach the magazines here. No round in the chamber. Load 1 into this as well. And chamber a round. Weapon is ready. Move the ammo here. Spare magazine here. Put the surgery kit and the other kit here. Done. I assign them to number keys like this. It's much easier for me. Old FP's habit in-game. And now, we're fully ready for a fight. Let's organize this. Let's grab some cash. We should have some here. 905. Move it here. Split 30. Put it in the backpack. If we need a paid extract, this is ready. This is our budget version of a standard entry into a lockdown mode map. Upgrades we can add here are: first, upgrade this. We come here and increase what's inside this. Strongest upgrade, this. Thanks to your rig, getting hit in the chest has a much lower chance of killing you. So, those are your vest rig options. We'll get to weapons. This is our helmet. That part is done. Now, let's move on. Also, note this. These are the things we crafted in Trophy Room Gives Burn page. You know, the crafts. I'll show you 2 of them. Actually, maybe 3 or 4. 1. This ammo is 20,000 per round. You can't buy or sell this ammo on the market level 6. Level 6. There's basically no helmet, it can't one-tap. It can ricochet, as you know. You can craft this. Also, inside my weapon build there's this one too. This one. It's 65k per round. This might be the second strongest ammo in the game. Because the strongest is this one. Here it is. Level 7 ammo. Very likely. It can even one-tap to the body. Even to the body. Definitely spend time on the workbench for this. Also, I'll show you this. I bought these in Season 2. A thermal scope that attaches to this weapon. Very useful. I'll make a video about thermal. And this is the one we crafted ourselves. It mounts on the helmet. Let me show you. You attach it here. It says you can't use it with a visor. So it removes the visor and the helmet looks like this, and you can raise and lower it with a hotkey. You play the whole game in black and white. And it's amazing. Truly amazing. As you can see, our gear value reached 3 million. So, in team play and such. For example, I usually play solo. In fact, 99/100ths, I play solo. I don't have a regular teammate. If you have teammates, if you like going in as 4 instead of solo, testing setups like these makes more sense. But if you're going in solo, because in a 1v4, it really won't save you even the thermal you mounted. If you can't aim very quickly, you might panic. You might get caught off, and even 65k ammo may not save you. But overall, when you look at it, these things, the thermal items, we now craft them ourselves and we can't sell them. By the way, let me show you this. If I tried to sell this, I can't sell it. On the market anyway, it just shows a value of 388k. And this one shows a value of 760k. So that, overall, determines our total account value. Check it here. In total, my cash, if I sold everything and converted it all to cash, would be about 127 million. That's my total value. Also, let's check this. Which season is this? It shows all of them. It shows everything. Since I started, I've gone into raids 1,000 times. And in 67% of them, I've extracted successfully. Total active playtime, 233 hours. After that, we'll get to weapon modding. We'll come to that part where we mod weapons. Now, let's do weapon modding. Right now, I use 2 weapons. Honestly, without needing anything else. They cover all my needs. Let's build the T3. From scratch, I had a T3 saved, but we'll rebuild it. I'll put its code below as well. From there, you can import it as you like. Here, wait, this is how we did it before. We extended the barrel, mounted the suppressor. I used this for. Its variant is a bit different, right? That's fine, we don't use a laser. Add another rail here and put on a 1:4x scope. And it's a flawless weapon. Hipfire around the low set. An amazing gun? I'll save it now so I can share the code. Let's save it. User Aberk T3TO3 video. Mod saved. I'll open the code for you here as well. First, find Share here. Click Share, and when you enter this code, you'll get the exact same build. You'll have access to it. Now let's also build the T951. This one is also an excellent weapon. Again, we put on a 40-round magazine. Its stock can't be changed. You only add a cheek rest. Helps with aiming down sights. We can extend this, so we put on a longer barrel. We use this, it's a bit narrower. With the scope, the height gets big, and you can't see your right side. So this upgrade reduces that. Again, a 1 to 4x. This part comes standard. We add our muzzle device, what's left. The fabricator skin looks so good. This skin is really nice. And like this, its hipfire is around 60. We grab the missing parts. We'll go back to storage, and this is user Aberg T951 video. Saved. I'll share this one the same way. Basically, let me show you. As you can see, it's identical. This is what I use. And I'm really satisfied. I think you'll be very happy with it too. And now, for sniper if you want to play for the top. This became a very good sniper. I'll even build it. And show you, let's see if I saved it. I didn't. I'll build it once more. Put on the 10-round magazine. Then, switch modes, add cheek rest, etc. Here, right attacks this. Add a rail, and use a 1 to 6x scope. Remove this. Remove that. Add a suppressor, and I think this is the strongest sniper in the game. This one. But, is it worth the money? Not sure. Its skin looks pretty nice too. I'll add this code under the video as well. Let's save it as IWRKTJ. Video mod. And then, one more. Something I used a lot at the very start of the game. Let's build an ace. This ace is actually a strong weapon. One that I think is underrated. We remove these, we can't remove that one. We extend the barrel, the magazine. We'll have to use this part again. We could also do this instead. Right, give me a second here. We add the rail, hurry up. Add the rail here. Attach this. Rail attached. We're not adding the other bits. Come here, add the rail here. And put on a 1 to 4x. Why does it always end up like this? Hipfire 70, to genuinely strong. And really cheap. I'll save this as user a dark ACE 31. Video mod for you. Also, actually, I've got shotguns and similar stuff too. Marksman rifles are mostly given by quests. So, you'll use what they give you. And this deagle is really strong. And cheap, just attach one piece, and that's it. 2, 1 Cathus 1 2. User Aberg. Video, model, let's save it. I'll share this with you under the video. Everything I mentioned will be under the video. Where did our pistol go? Whatever, we'll find it. Hit organize. It'll come to the top. This deagle. Its ammo is cheap and honestly has a pretty high one-shot potential. You can use this too. What else can I show you? The M4 is very expensive. Useful weapon. I used it for a while, but it's not a current favorite. Another, that's very feels too slow. Try not to use SMGs unless it's a P90. The reason is this. Really, you can't sustain it. Ammo runs out, fires like a hose, and you end up saying the gun was cheap. But you get punished on ammo costs. So it loses much of its advantage. That's how I see it. 4 bolt action, sniper rifles, the SJI mentioned, of course, it's all placed. I don't really play that way. Rather than take a spot and wait, I push into people's faces. That's my style. Always been used to it. If I grab a sniper and sit on the edge of the map, picking people off, I feel like that wouldn't be fun to watch. But share your thoughts under the video. If you want that, we can maybe do a video on it too. Okay, that part's done. We've handled our storage. I said I'd sell the duplicates. Let it be seen in this video too. Now, how will do what I showed you? Let's take a look at the quests. I've completed 28 quests. This part is easy, really. Easy if you make time. Like eliminate 8 operators in armory. That's the next task. And here, there's a paired quest again. I previously made a video about a Nordic quest. Same idea there. Here too. Go here. To the 3rd floor. Camp service. After that, press M for the map. Go to missions at the top. The second task will unlock there. Click view location. You'll see where to go. Head over and do it. So the logic here is simple, but if anything about quests is confusing, ask under the video. If I haven't done it, I'll research it for you and explain how to do it. If I have done it, I'll tell you how to complete it. This contact section is very important. Odd, this has 8 minutes left to check it again. It's basically infinite money farming, because what you buy here you can sell without taking it into a raid, meaning you can instantly convert those grenades to cash. About the market, we talked about that 1200 cap. We talked weapons. That's that, I think. As for questions you asked under the video, and the topics I plan to explain, we covered almost all of them. If you made it this far in the video, if you endured, please like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe. If you also enable notifications, I post almost every day. A fight video every day. By the way, I'm curious. For the fight videos I share, I heavily use what's called a cut fight style. That means I don't show the looting phase. I don't show how I organize my bag. I cut out the running from place to place. Is that your preference? Or would you rather a completely uncut run like we spawn somewhere on the map? We extract roughly 25 minutes, showing all the action, including when we wait and listen for audio. This video style, I really want your feedback. It would be very helpful for me. We're at about 7,500 subscribers in a very short time. Thank you all so much for that. For this video, I'll share both English and Turkish versions. And if I can make time, a Russian version as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
¿Quién está ahí? Equipo.